reserved voices like tamizhachi thangapandiyans. DMK members are like the North Star, the dark side, and TT, that is Tamizhachi Thangapandiyan, is a front-ranking member of the DMK Parliamentary Party. My vote in South Chennai has not gone in. Happy about it, proud about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for letting us know the versatility of the author. Now, we have a special word of welcome to Dr. Aragarasan, former HOD Department of English, Dr. D. Venkatramanan, guest faculty, writer Manusha Putheran, Dr. Stephen and Dr. Ganesh, visiting faculties of Department of English, Madras University, Professor Eugene Pinto, retired principal of Queen Mary's College, Professor Biswas, Professor Ipsita Sen from University of Baridwan, West Bengal, Professor Sundar from Roja Mudaya Library, Professor Mangai, Professor Preeti, Professor Ten Mallar from Ethraj College. Thank you. Scholar and author Thiru Gopalakrishnan Gandhi. As the former governor of West Bengal, a respected diplomat and a scholar of literature and governance, he has played pivotal roles in India's foreign policy and public administration. As the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi and C. Rajagopalachari, he upholds a legacy of ethical leadership and principled governance. I now invite Thiru Gopalakrishnan Gandhi to deliver the presidential address and formally inaugurate this conference.
An equal privilege for me to be here today for a variety of reasons. I will start by greeting and thanking our host, Professor Armstrong, the acting Vice Chancellor, and of course by felicitating Dr. Tamizhachi Thangapandiyan, who is the star of this evening. In our midst of Muthulakshmi Reddy, who was the pioneers in the matter of women's representation in legislatures. And they in this hall, who outnumber this in this hall, would like to be reminded of the fact, and if they don't know of it, to know of it for the first time, that young Muthulakshmi, when she was a school student in Pudukkottai, wanting to join the Maharaja's college, was not given admission in Pudukkottai by the college. The argument of the principal and the Diwan of Pudukkottai being that Muthulakshmi joining the college will be a danger to the boys. Thank goodness that she was that danger, because she converted what was regarded as a danger as an extraordinary opportunity to speak truth to power. What Muthulakshmi became later is known to all of us. We have in the midst today, in our next distinguished professor from Udaipur, where the great Harvilas Sarda pioneered the age of consent bill. The age of consent bill is today a matter of history. But we must remember that it is absolutely crucial to the understanding of our political evolution. It raised the age of consent, would you believe it, to 14. It was raised to 14, and at great opposition being placed before it. There was opposition to the age of consent being raised to 14. This was India.
Beyond saying that the India-Australia link is a very unusual link. I knew in my bones that at some point the fact that I am the grandson of so-and-so and so-and-so will come to be mentioned. I am not surprised, nor am I sorry. But my truer description today is not of grandson, but of grandfather. My age being what I am reminded of my grandfatherhood, because my granddaughter, not very long ago, told me of an extraordinary extraordinary song which she had learnt at school, and it says, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, but don't forget Australia, don't forget Antarctica. If you want to know the continents, don't forget Australia. Continents are made by geological time. Countries are made by political time. Australia is both continent and a country. It looks strong in being so. But as Professor Shah told us, it is also something to be known and noted for the quality and stature of its people, one of whom he mentioned in some detail, Prime Minister Vikram. And I learned from him a little while ago of Vikram's work in the direction of women's empowerment, in giving the constitutional significance of marriage and divorce its proper status. And I also want today to mention the Australian Prime Minister Kevin Rudd, R-U-D-D, and perhaps mispronouncing his name.
So for your insights on gender equality, equity, legal policies and governance, and also bringing in inspirational figures for us to look up to, and also the importance of connections we have with other parts of the world, especially Australia. Now it's time for our author's address. Dr. Tamizhachi Thangapandiyan is more just than an author. She is a poet, scholar, parliamentarian, and a cultural ambassador. Through her writing, she has consistently amplified voices that need to be heard, bridging the world of literature, governance, and activism. Her work reflects a deep commitment to progressive policy, Tamil culture, and the power of storytelling in shaping society. We now invite Dr. Tamizhachi Thangapandiyan to share her reflections.
Krishna Gandhi, former governor of West Bengal, Professor Paul Sherrod, Ms. Thangapandiyan, Australian Consul General, Ms. Halima Hallan, British Deputy High Commissioner, Dr. Makaran Paranjpal, President, Indian Association for the Study of Australia.
ஒரு பரிசு பொருளை கையில் வாங்கியவுடன் ஏற்படுகின்ற மகிழ்ச்சி, அதனை நாம் தனிமையில் சென்று பிரித்து பார்க்கிற வரையில் ததும்பிக் கொண்டே இருக்கும். இந்த நாள் அப்படி ஒரு நாள் தான் எனக்கு. முழுமையாக அதனை நான் அவிழ்த்து பார்க்க விரும்பாமல் கையிலேயே வைத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற ஒரு நாளாக இந்த நாள் இன்றைக்கு அமைந்திருக்கின்றது. It's a moment of profound joy, gratitude and reflection for me, because Madras University is my alma mater, and whenever I step inside the portals of my alma mater, I always have immense pride and a sense of gratefulness, because this is where I had actually shaped myself as a researcher as well as a doctorate scholar, which is the precious USP I carry very proudly even in the parliament. Standing here at the inauguration of this international conference on India, Australia, Old Connections, New Ties, and the launch of my 2 books, Connecting People and Policy, a Legislative Voice, and Beatrice Webb, Portrait of a Reformist, fills me with humility and a deep sense of purpose. Let me begin by heartfelt gratitude to Gopalakrishnan Krishna. Sir, your very presence here today is an honor beyond words, and we all listened. The way you traveled from India to Australia, musically also, and comparing Beatrice Webb's the reformist outlooks and thoughts to Valliyamai there, evoking the memories of Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy and Rukmini Devi Arunde. Such a thought-provoking address which will be really relished and cherished by all the young students here down the memory lane. You're not only a statesman and a scholar of unparalleled wisdom, but also someone whose reflections on history and governance have shaped my own understanding of public life. Your measured voice, your unwavering commitment to truth, and the ability to bridge the past with the present continue to inspire not only me but all the younger generations, the youth, the students who are sitting here. We always respect you as the grandson, sir, but you're more beyond that. We have huge respect for you as per your personality, sir. Having you here to preside over this occasion means more to me than I can express. Thank you very much for your gracious presence, sir. To Ms. Zilai, Honorable Australian Consul General, and Ms. Halima Harland, Honorable Deputy British High Commissioner to Chennai, I extend my warmest thanks. I sincerely thank you for the time and the effort you have taken to come here and the time that you are graciously spending here. It means a lot, and it actually is a boost to the Australia-India Study Centre as well as to strengthen the ties between UK and Tamil Nadu. Especially the Honorable British High Commissioner's keen observation about Tamil Nadu's progress in the field of, not only the field of education, but also, like in the field of women's scenarios. Our heart is overwhelmed with pride. Thank you very much, madam, for that.
Which need to be rectified in the thesis. Apart from that, Professor had actually sent separate corrections which numbered probably more than 1,000 if it is to be printed as a book. Find out the connection between web and Australia. So I am really grateful to him for that, and at this moment I would like to remember with fondness my mentor and professor T.V. Shubharao from Tyagarajan College. He was the one who introduced me to Beatrice Webb way back in 1987 or 88. He has always insisted that as a young student we should all get familiar with the great classical minds in literature. George Eliot, D.H. Lawrence, all the minds, and he has listed Beatrice Webb in that list, and he was the one who inspired me to do my MPhil thesis, and now that thesis has seen the light of the day as a beautiful book. So I owe a lot to Professor T.V.S. He was a student of F.R. Lewis, and that's how we all belong to that tradition of T.S. Eliot, I.A. Richards and F.R. Lewis. And to Dr. Jairanjan sir, I offer my sincere thanks. His contributions to economic policy, governance and media ethics have profoundly influenced public discourse in Tamil Nadu and beyond. I felt that he's the most befitting person to speak on my speeches in the Parliament book. So he has actually done his job very well, and my sincere thanks to Professor. நன்றி தோழர், உங்களுடைய அருமையான பகிர்வுக்கு. மிக குறிப்பாக நான் நேற்றைக்கு முன்தினம் நாடாளுமன்றத்திலே பேசிய நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையின் மீதான உரையை சுட்டிக்காட்டி உங்களுடைய உரையை நீங்கள் மிக மிக சிறப்பாக நிறைவு செய்தீர்கள். I personally felt that he is the right publisher to bring out those collections, the speeches delivered in the Parliament, and I really thank you for having done a wonderful job. Remember him with gratitude for having guided me in my pursuit of translations. It was here in 2004 in an international seminar on translation. I submitted a paper on translation. In fact, me and Dr. Meenakshi Hariharan translated a short story by the Tamil writer Prabhanjan, and it was Dr. Alagarasan who actually sat with us. And I never knew before that. I thought with all vain vanity that I am a little bit, like proficient in Tamil, and I have a better proficiency in English. Unless otherwise you sit for translation, you won't really understand how much you are, like handicapped in both the languages. It took almost 3 months for both of us to translate one short story, and it was Professor Dr. Alagarasan's valuable guidance in shaping up the whole thing. He is very much here. I thank you for all the support. I thank Dr. Balakrishnan for his presence and Sundar. And I personally thank my dear friend Hamid Putheran, publishers of Ulimai and Selvi. Both of them have been an inseparable part of my literary career. All my Tamil books are being published by them, and he's actually done considerably a great part in delivering my Tamil books to the Tamil audience. I thank you for that. என் மீது நம்பிக்கை வைத்து 2 முறை அவர்கள் என்னை வெற்றி பெறச் செய்த காரணத்தினால் I'm just standing before you as a parliamentarian and having given the opportunity to voice on their issues in the parliament at the portals of the greatest democracy in the world. பொதுவாக ஒரு முறை அந்த தேர்தலிலே வெற்றி பெற்ற பின்பு அடுத்த முறையும் வருவது என்பது அவர்கள் மக்கள் உங்கள் மீது வைத்திருக்கின்ற நம்பிக்கையின் பால் நிகழ்வதுதான். அந்த வகையிலே என்னுடைய டென்ஷனை வாக்காளர் பெருமக்களுக்கு என்னுடைய நன்றி. I could see Professor Ravi, Central University from Pondicherry. I mean, name all the professors, but kindly Pramila Paul, who has travelled all the way from Madras, American College, and then she sent me a message in the morning. Just a hug from you will be enough for me. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you very much, Pramila, for your presence here.